Hi everyone, it's Whitney with Wandering Whittles and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be tackling my winter houseplant tour. I'm going to be breaking this up into two videos because I have the majority of my houseplants in this room and then there are going to be some in my bedroom, and I will do that in a separate video. So the majority of the plants that I'm going to show you today, again, are in our main room, and it's actually where all of my light is, primarily, in the house. Again, I have north facing windows. So this room is going to be housing many of my plants. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay everyone, this is my plant wall. I've had a lot of comments and questions about it. I actually made a video about how I made this. I will link a card up in the top corner of this video to show you how I did it. All right, so to get started, here's my first plant today. This is my Seibu Blue. She's looking a little leggy, but I don't really want to cut her back just yet. I kind of want to see how long she'll get in this kind of dark area. But you can see that there are some bluish leaves to it, which is kind of fun. And I do, when I water, I do rotate her in the hanger as well. So she's doing pretty good. I originally got her at Walmart, so I thought that was a score. Going on down, I have my crispy little kangaroo paw fern. The poor thing, I do have a humidifier going and I do rotate it around, but I mean, it's a fern, so you are going to have some crispy leaves. I also am experiencing this weird coloration on the leaves. I am thinking it's a deficiency or potentially a disease. So if anyone knows what's going on here, let me know. The leaves have not fallen off yet, but it's just this weird coloring, and I think it might be a deficiency, but maybe you guys can tell me. But she's doing okay. She looked much better earlier, I should say in the spring and summer when I had her outside, and that's where she will go at the end of winter. Right now, I'm just trying to keep her alive. All right, and then my next plant is going to be one of my Staghorn Ferns. This is a smaller one, and same thing with this. I'm just trying to keep this one alive too. I would like to mount it because I actually have an area in the house, a blank wall that gets pretty good light, that I would love to mount it and hang this one and then one more staghorn that I have. It's doing okay. A little bit of browning. There's one right here that's probably gonna end up dying, but I'm doing the best. I really am. It's a struggle. And notice even with my humidifier going, it's still 47% humidity in here. Maybe I should crank that bad boy up. I'm not willing to shell out money yet for a big humidifier. This is what is gonna have to work right now. Living that Dave Ramsey life, if you know what I mean. This is my bird's nest fern. This is actually doing pretty good. We do have a little bit of crispiness right here, but honestly, bird's nest ferns, they're where it's at, I think. It's doing pretty good. The crown, doing great, or I should say the nest is what I should call it. But she's pretty. She's hanging in there and she's doing well for me. So moving on over here is another fern. This is my rabbit's foot fern. It's doing okay. I have had some hair loss, just kidding. I have had some loss on this guy. It is still putting out a little bit of new growth. The rhizomes are growing a little bit for me, and I'm just being really careful with this not to overwater it, because a lot of people will just water the soil. And keep in mind, the rhizomes are actually where the majority of the water is getting absorbed, especially through the air or the humidity. So if you water too much in the soil line, you'll end up rotting the rhizomes. So be careful of that if you do have rabbit's foot ferns. All right, the great breakup of 2020. This is the love child. So I did save this one. The other ones I think I'm gonna end up losing completely, but this guy is doing okay. We do have a little brown dead leaf there, but I do have some new growth coming up. This one I treated several times, just preventative maintenance. I didn't see any issues with this one. Like I said in the video for the great breakup of 2020, I will link that up at the top if you want to watch it. It was kind of fun to make. Some of my calatheas, I broke up with them. They have spider mites and they don't love me back. So this one, again, is the love child, and hopefully it'll love me back. So going on to the next plant, I'm gonna pull it out from here real quick. This is my pink Singhania. This one's just rocking and rolling, putting out new growth for me. It's the coloration, it is staying pink. Normally, sometimes when they don't get enough sun or light, they'll revert back to green. This one is actually putting out new growth that is pink, and it's sticking with me. So, oh, I must have torn that. But I'm pretty pleased with it. I will be repotting this pretty soon. It's still in a very small pot. I need to repot it. But so far so good. She's happy for me. And there's a yellow leaf, that happens. But she's doing really well. And normally I'm not a pink girl, but I love this plant because it's so easy. All right, here's my Maranta. And as far as prayer plants, calatheas, Marantas, blah, 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 all those guys, this is probably the easiest one. I normally have it hanging, so you can see I kept the hanger. But I've got it sitting in here for right now. You know, a little bit of crispiness there, but it's still putting out new growth for me, so I'm happy about that. Can't complain. We do have some yellowing leaves, but again, that's gonna happen. Yeah, I need to prune that off, but that's gonna happen, guys. Circle of life, right? So anyways, that's my lemon lime Maranta. It's doing pretty well. All right, so then we go up the wall. I have my Brazil Philodendron, and it is rocking and rolling. This is probably one of my favorite plants. I love it. See, I still have that in the pot too. Don't judge. The coloration on this guy, it's just, you just can't compete. You really can't. This plant is too cool. And I love how each leaf is different. I mean, check it out, each leaf. So one of my all-time faves, even though I know you can find it everywhere, it's just beautiful. It is turning into kind of a one-sided plant right now because of the way it's sitting on my display, I should say. So come springtime, I will be probably gonna be filling in that hole that's right there. If you can see, it's a little dark, so I apologize. So I will be filling that in by taking cuttings from this plant, rooting them, and then putting them in. All right, this is the Manjula Popo. One of the easiest pothos I have ever had in my entire life. And bonus, the coloration is awesome. This guy just keeps putting out new growth. And the leaves are huge. Can't complain. I mean, this plant is so easy. I probably water, right now, I probably water him probably every 10 days. So he's really easy, and I know Mary with Mary J's Plants has this plant as well, and she raves about it. So it's a good plant. I would recommend getting it. This is my other Staghorn. I will be definitely mounting this one. It finally got its Shieldfrond. You can see right there. Finally got its Shieldfrond. All right, guys, this is one of my Scindapsus. Looking okay, not the best. A little leggy. Leaves are starting to get small and scrawny, but again, winter, just trying to survive. So you can see it's pretty long. I probably won't prune it back during the winter just because I want to see how long it'll get. But yeah, looking all right, looking all right. And guys, this is my other Scindapsus. It's doing okay. Leaves are getting a little bit smaller versus the growth that I had during the growing season, but still hanging in there, still going strong. I do have a leaf that's getting ready to leave us, but that's okay. It happens. I think something happened right there, but that's okay. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty good. So again, this is my plant wall. I think it's cute. It makes me happy. Okay guys, here's another little display that I have. It's literally just a buffet that I've put my plants on. And pardon the mess behind you. I also have a Tupperware box here. So doing some cleaning up and getting rid of some stuff. But here are my Sansevierias that I have over here. I have two fernwoods, so here and here, and then I have my starfish Sansevieria. This is a bigger fernwood that I picked up not too long ago. I don't know if you guys know, but fernwood Sansevierias are very slow growers. That's why you'll find them kind of higher priced in stores because it takes a long time to grow. So I've had this one for a little while and it has given me new growth. There's two plants in the pot. But yeah, there are my three Sansevierias there. And then my Singhoniums. I got these from Steve's Leaves. These are the mottled Singhoniums. And I have yet to repot them since I've received them. And I probably will wait until springtime to repot those because I really don't think it's necessary right now. The coloring on them, I love. I've taken some pictures on my Instagram. They're just pretty neat. Pretty cool. So I'm still getting some new growth from them every once in a while, so that makes me happy. The size of this leaf is amazing. All right, and then we go over here, and this is my Monstera Peru, and I post about this one on Instagram quite a bit. If you guys don't have this one, you need to get it. The texture alone is awesome. I always like looking at the backside of leaves. That's pretty cool. And the veins on here, just really deep green veins. I don't know. If you don't have it, you really should try to add this to your collection. It's a neat plant, and I really do love it. It's one of my favorites. It really is. So, Monstera Peru. So that's my little table. I love it. I think it's cute. Over here in the corner, I have, surprise, surprise, another Sansevieria. And he's really happy here. I do have lights that come on at night. I had them on for Christmas, and I like the way it looks at night with them on, so I'll probably keep him lit up like that. So yeah, very happy. Just your normal Sansevieria. He's doing well. All right, guys, this is one of my whale fins. I think I posted about it on Instagram as well because I was pretty excited because this guy is really starting to take off. So there's 2 babies right there, and then down here I have a baby coming up too. So yay for that. I had the blinds closed so you guys can better see. And then my watermelon Peperomia. I think I finally have figured it out. I've killed one of these once before, and ever since I put them outside for the growing season just to get it some extra growth, it really put on a show, and it's still putting out new growth, and it bloomed for me. So I think this Peperomia is doing very, very well. It's actually the only Peperomia that I own. So happy to see that it's putting out some new growth, and it's giving me pretty big leaves for right now. So that's pretty cool. All right, this is my Sansevieria Solyndra. There is some damage up there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that, to be honest. I may actually just take it out of the pot completely. All right, here is another, surprise, surprise, Sansevieria. So this one's doing pretty well over here on my mantle. Can't complain. It's getting just a little bit of light from there. So all in all, pretty happy with it. And don't mind that white stuff on the bottom. That's actually diatomaceous earth that I put on it. And if you guys remember my Lancia Sansevieria, it's doing really well. I put it in this white pot, and I will probably repot it this spring or summer, but I'm getting a lot of new growth out of it. So really a cool plant. Very happy that I was able to find it. It's so tall. I just love it. All right, this is my other plant shelf that I have. Up at the top, I have a Moonshine Sansevieria, and if you see right there, the new growth is coming in pretty white in comparison to the rest of the plant. That's because I did put it outside during the spring and summer, so all that new growth that I'm gonna get is going to be that white, minty white color, which is after its name, Moonshine. And right now you see a lot of it is kind of that lighter green right now instead of the white. So yeah, it's doing well. This is my Robusta. I finally figured out the name. Sansevieria. It put out a new leaf for me as well. And then the queen, the marble queen. She's a little fussy, but she's doing well. She's enjoying this light she's reaching, which is nice. Then heart leaf, Philodendron. Frames that I have not put anything in yet, I think because I just like the way it looks. And this here is, I believe, a Pearls and Jade or Enjoy. I honestly don't know the difference between the two. You guys can probably tell me. It's doing pretty well. It's going a little cray-cray on the side. Here is my Samurai Sansevieria. It's doing pretty good. And here's my little cacti that I got. I have 2 cacti, that's it. So I don't do much with cacti because I don't have enough light. Here's another little Sansevieria that I have. It's a little mini one, super cute. In my concrete pot. And again, my little shelf. And then, since I have a window here and TV, we have dead space that, of course, I need to use. So, don't mind if you see any dust. I have my whale fin right here, then my copper tone. It's really grown quite a bit. I am very pleasantly surprised. My whale fin, I won't say that it's growing really well, but it's survived the catastrophe of that split leaf, so it's doing okay. I actually just watered it. But I am utilizing the space that I have because there's a window, and otherwise this would have been dead space. Okay guys, that is it for part 1 of my winter houseplant tour. I will be putting out part 2 pretty soon. So part 1, I just wanted to show you all the plants in our main room, and part 2 will be the remainder plants in our bedroom. All right guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.